Let's see. Am I live? Hey, I'm live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. I am your host, Johnny Blender, and I got to tell you, I'm coming to you tonight unscripted, unprepared, didn't write anything down, got a little computer in front of this, just got some notes as far as events at different places that I want to cover, but we got a lot of stuff happening, a lot of stuff to cover, and hell, the great thing about this is I got as long as I want to do it. As long as you'll listen, I'll talk. All right, but I want to kick the night off tonight with some of our Rigor Mortis moonshine. This is good stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, this moonshine is only 130 proof, and I like to call it Rigor Mortis because once you start drinking it, believe me, it sets in. Let's have a little taste of this real quick. Oh, I see my buddy Ken Thibodeau has joined. Ronnie and Lori Owens has joined. My partner Brandon Vale has joined. Hell, I got the Texas connection happening tonight. Man, that's harsh. That is wonderful, but it's 130 proof, and you can taste it. It don't sneak up on you. It just kicks you right in the balls right off the bat. But it's good. Hey, so let's see. This week we had a lot of things going on. I want to start off with last weekend in Orangeburg, South Carolina. The American Drag Racing League had their spring drags. And I got to tell you, let me grab my phone real quick because I had a message on here that I wanted to read from my good buddy Charlie Benson. Charlie Benson had his front engine dragster along with Bruce Hacker, and they put on a phenomenal show last weekend. Full track burnouts. Charlie blasted 414. It was just unbelievable. In fact, the thing I want to tell you about is Charlie drove down to South Carolina from New York for this race, and it was a long drive. When he left New York, he said he had a check engine light come on, but he didn't really think anything about it. He was going to South Carolina for this race, so he went. He got all the way down to South Carolina and had a little bit of trouble with his truck. And they were getting in there. He got settled in, got his car, everything set up at the track. And, there's nothing worse than being 1,000 miles away from home and having car trouble. So Charlie got set up, found a GM dealership, and I want to say the Superior Motors GMC in Orangeburg, Maryland. Or excuse me, Orangeburg, South Carolina. The guy's name is Jimmy at Superior Motors GMC in Orangeburg, South Carolina. They helped get Charlie's truck. He had a bad injector, so they were able to get that injector in. They were able to get Charlie's back on the road. And the guy, Jimmy at Superior Motors, was also a local racer that was there racing in the spring drags. And Jimmy took runner-up in the top dragster class at the event. Now, Charlie told me that the dealership went out of their way helping him when they found out that he was here for this event. He said they got in, he went back to the track. They gave him a car to go back to the track to be with his dragster and everything that was going on at the track. And they just told him not to worry about it. So they took care of it. I think his truck was fixed Saturday morning. And the dealership took care of him being 1,000 miles away. The dealership really took care of him on getting the car fixed or the truck fixed. So one of the great things about that is anytime that you're away from home and broke down, the worst thing that you can have is car trouble because you're going to worry about it all the time. Charlie had that, found an outstanding bunch of people. And I got to tell you, from some of the information that I'm getting in from South Carolina Motorplex in Orangeburg, South Carolina, the people there were unbelievable. Now, I've gotten probably a dozen calls about the track, and those calls have ranged Those calls have ranged from it is a wonderful facility down to the cleanest bathrooms I have ever seen all weekend. So that is, that's a lot. Now there were the safety crew. I heard the safety crew was unbelievable. I think they had an accident where they had to cut a guy out of a car. The safety crew jumped in, took care of that, got it knocked out, got the track cleaned back up, and racing continued. I have not heard anything bad about the event. They had a Jet funny car there, a Jet dragster there that put in an awesome show. I will say that the Jet funny car and the Jet dragster did not run faster than Charlie Benson's front engine dragster. But hey, I don't want to blow that out of Jet cars. They need that long distance to go faster. That's why Charlie's car was just so fast.
Charlie was tearing it.
Charlie was tearing it up.
Charlie was spanking them.
I'm glad I am joined now by my wife, the Twisted Southern Horror Queen. I see my brother David Finch is on the building, as long as also as Brian Held. And Brian Held has got Southport Music Hall, the Weekend Geek. Brian Held is another radio guy. He has a show on WRNO, iHeartRadio, and it's called This Weekend Geek. Weekend Geek. They have their 5th anniversary coming up May 5th at Southport Hall in Metairie, Jefferson, Louisiana. And it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be, oh, look, Ashley Hoyt Vining is joining. Hey, Cole! So the Weekend Geek 5th anniversary party is going to be happening. They've got Consortium of Genius, Billsbury Flowboy. The bands that they got there, it's billed as nerd rock, and I had to call him. I said, "Okay, dude, what the hell is nerd rock?" And he said, "It's kind of like a Weird Al feel." And somebody else that would fall into that Weird Al is my boys from Florida, Two Live Jews. Oh, because those guys were great back in the 80s. And speaking of, late 80s, early 90s, but speaking of the early 80s, today is April 18th, 36 years ago today. I was proud enough to join and serve and go to boot camp for the United States Navy. So I didn't realize that till I started looking down at the thing on the phone, on the computer, and saw what the date was, April 18th. Another thing happened on April 18th. I think it was April 18th. I was also doing a deployment back from the Middle East, and I was coming back on a Adams-class destroyer, USS Lawrence. We were off the coast of Cape Hatteras. It was the first radio transmission that we had gotten that wasn't Armed Forces radio broadcast. It was a North Carolina, Virginia radio station, and the news on it was, the first news that I heard off of a radio station was that Marvin Gaye's father had killed him. Yeah. So, it was one of those things that there's 2 milestones, 2 things that I remember about that date. So, and I think it was April 8th. It was either April 18th or 17th when we were coming back from the Middle East, but that was the first news I heard coming back to the United States. So, yeah, it was a pretty great day. But, hey, away from that, all my squid brothers, U.S. Navy, we rule. We give everybody else a ride.
Water boys.
But, yeah, so don't forget to check that out. I'll have the information up. They've got a great commercial. They've got a great commercial for the Weekend Geek radio show and this 5-year anniversary playing on our radio station, the Edge Radio US.
That's right.
So you can go to the Edge Radio US. We've got a link up there now where you can download Radio on My app for YouTube, Android, any kind, or Apple, Android, iPhones, iTunes, all that kind of stuff. They've got the app on there where you can download that. Let me look up here at the screen real quick. David Finch, I want to know if you got that building built yet. You already said hi to Cole. Hey, it's our snake charmer. Sandy Thibodeau is joining in. Hey, Sandy, I was just curious. How did the – I can't do it. I just can't do it to her. I can't do it to her. Our friend, Miss Sandy Thibodeau, is the person who introduced me to HempWorks CBD oil. Hempworks CBD oil. Yeah, that's right. Central Business District. That's how I remember it, Central Business CBD. This is stuff that I use to help with all my pains, aches, and pains. Had toothache again the other night. Put a drop on this. Hasn't hurt since. That was Sunday night. So it probably is an outlaying problem there that I need to get a cavity or something fixed. But, hey, the Hempworks works good. And I do so hate dentists. But our friend Sandy, you can check her out on our page. There's some Hempworks ads on there that you can look at. You click on and go to the link, learn about Hempworks CBD oil. This is the 500 milligram. I was going through about a bottle of this, a little short of a month. I have now stepped up to the 750, and I got to tell you, I'm using 8 drops a day, 4 in the morning, 4 at night. I've got one full bottle, and I just got notified that they shipped my other one today. And so I'm 2 bottles up since I've switched to the 750. I'm using less, but now I'm not running out every month. So now I got a full bottle. I have 2 full bottles. So it really works. You can check with Miss Sandy. But yesterday, Miss Sandy decided she was going to go out and do a little bit of gardening. Went in to plant a few flowers. I'm sure she had some pansies and some gardenias and some, what else? Forget-me-not. Yeah, petunias. Beautiful little things. Well, she went and got one of her big pots and a snake jumped out at it. So she's been using Hempworks all day because she got she had a few bumps and bruises from her rapid exodus from the premises of the snake.
I saw 2 today, Sandy. You'd have loved them.
Oh yeah. So Sandy is she is the Edge Radio US official radio station snake charmer. Oh. So yeah, we love that.
I hate to see her. She's so little.
She's so little, and I bet if she would have got a hold of that snake, she would just beat that thing to death.
Don't know about that. I think that's safe.
That snake was safe. Well, let me try a little bit of this more 130 octane rigor mortis moonshine.
Yeah, pass me a little bit of that too. It'll kill whatever's going on in you.
Oh yeah, smooth. But yeah, so we got a big shout out to Superior. What was it again? Superior Motors GMC.
Damn!
That stuff is hot.
Oh, snap.
Woo.
I like the coconut.
Yeah, the coconut's a lot better. The coconut's good. and the apple pie is great.
But it does take, now that the burn has gone away and I've caught my breath, it really does taste good.
Oh, yeah, and my sinuses are
open.
I'm smelling things right now I hadn't smelled in 10 years. It's a real sinus opener. But Jimmy at Superior Motors GMC in Orangeburg, South Carolina. But I was getting back to the track, talking about the track. They had nice little concrete runways down the side of the track where they were running up and down with four-wheelers and golf carts and things like that. The bathrooms were clean. They had a really, really good event. They had Nostalgia Pro Stock there. They had Nostalgia Funny Cars there. They had a lot of cars. Now, Jeff Began, the owner of South Carolina Motorsports, Motorplex, bought this track at the end of last year. Oh, I'm getting hearts. Let me see. Oh, Brian Held, David Finch. Oh, I already talked to them. Oh, they gave me some hearts, though, so it came up.
They gave you a little love.
They gave me a little love. I appreciate that.
Chocolate yogurt emoji.
No, yeah, I usually get that. I got 2 people who message me on this thing. One of them has the chocolate yogurt emoji, and the other one has a flying bird. And it ain't mocking. But anyway, they had a really good event. Jeff Began took this track. I bought this track, took it over at the end of last season, did a total renovation of this track. They did a Street Outlaws race there a month and a half ago when we were in Pensacola. February? Yeah. So it had an unbelievable, maybe 10,000 plus people turned out for that event. And he pulled his American Drag Racing League, the ADRL. He pulled their race he moved the race that was scheduled for Gainesville, Florida, to his track, South Carolina Motorplex. And it was a new event at a new track that was a older organization, which also he bought the ADRL. He has been breathing life into it. He's been working an uphill battle with prior and previous owners and some of the things that they've done. So I can understand you got a little bit of a hill to walk up, but they have walked up through that hill very nice. This event, Charlie Benson called me, a couple other people called me, and they could not say enough. The staff was helpful. They were well trained. They were well mannered. The area of Orangeburg, South Carolina, the people were unbelievably nice and receptive to the racers and the people that were there for the event. So this is a very, very first positive step for the American Drag Racing League and their 2018 series. They have, I think, 4 more races coming up. Dragapalooza.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the names of them. The world finals. I just don't remember all the.
I'm sure there's going to be more in between.
Yeah, there will. Plus, they're racing there on weekends, and it's like this. Like our guy here, Jimmy. Jimmy is a top dragster guy that lives in Orangeburg or in that area. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens at that track. It'll be fun to watch that track grow and the American Drag Racing League, the ADRL, grow again. I've been waiting for you to tune in. I just see my buddy Dale Burrell has joined. Now, Dale Burrell, this is a man who is my sister's age, which is older than me. I'm not going to say his age on the radio. Ronnie Famulera, my other brother, he's joined for Picayune. I got the whole Picayune, Mississippi crowd tuning in tonight. But Dale Burrell, I worked with him at Dependable Auto Parts of Picayune, Mississippi in late 70s, 79 and 80. And Dale was one of the guys. Now, I got 2 guys. Dale Burrell I worked with. Ronnie Famulera was a guy I hung out with. We're going to talk about one before we talk about the other.
PRCOG.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Pearl River County OG, original gangsters. That's us. PRCOG. That's just stupid. I can't believe you came up with that. Hey, pour this out and fix me some coconut moonshine. You gonna drink that? Okay, well, fix me another glass. But anyway, back to Dale Burrell. Dale Burrell knows I smoke cigars. He smoked cigars. He smoked cigars when I was a kid, and is probably one of the bad influences that got me smoking cigars. Ryan Carey, I see you join. I'm gonna touch base with you in a minute. And don't forget, I did get that. I got that picture of you sitting there eating that plate of barbecue, laughing at me. I saw that. But anyway, Dale sent me these really cool little posters. It's simple: love your woman, enjoy your whiskey, and savor your cigar. I thought these were really cool. He sent me this one, and then he sent me another one. Smoking cigars is like falling in love. I got to think about that for a minute. All right. I got to turn this around. First, you are attracted by its shape. Well, that's true. You stay for its flavor, and you must always remember never, never to let the flame go out.
Oh, no, you keep me hot all the time.
You hear that, everybody? I keep it hot all the time.
Blood pressure going through the roof.
Oh, so you're not talking about the other kind of hot. Well, drink a little more of that moonshine. Where? Oh, is this?
I hooked you up.
That was just a drop.
I think you better wait 15 minutes after that.
All right. So, Dale, I really appreciate these. These are great. Lynn's getting them framed, and we're putting these in our new studio. So that'll be part of. They'll be on the background, which this is my dining room, but our new studio is still under construction. We had to raise it about 1.5 feet or 2.
I'd like to go a little higher.
Maybe 3 feet, but we're getting there. But these will be on the wall behind me, and once we are in the new studio, these lovely signs that are sent to me by one of my oldest old friends, but also one of the corruptors of my youth. Dale used to have a drink that he made. Now, Dale Burrell is the guy who had turned me on to 2 things other than cigars: the band Wishbone Ash and a drink called a Yucca Flat. And let me tell you, you think that Rick Mortis moonshine there is hot? That Yucca Flat was really, really good. And I think I was 16 when I drank some of that. I snuck some of that Yucca Flat at one of Dale's parties, or it might have been his brother's Doug's party. It was not good. But that's one of my old friends from Picayune, Mississippi. Now, Ronnie Famulera, who had joined directly under him, was another one of the guys I used to run around with. Had a beautiful 68 Camaro. It was yellow, had a 283. That was actually one of the fastest cars I ever rode in at the time. It was a fast little car. I wish you still had that car, Ronnie. That was a nice car. Me and him got it. It had a great sound to it. Wound up really tight. You could wind that thing up tight.
Y'all drove Brenda Varnador.
Oh, yeah, Brenda Varnador hated us. But it was just a real nice car. It had a nice 4-speed in it. And one weekend, me and Ronnie got the idea, decided to put a Power Glide in that thing. Oh. Yeah, the next weekend, me and Ronnie decided to change that Power Glide out of that thing and put the 4-speed back in it.
Get that out of there.
Yep. But Ronnie is another one of my old hot rod friends from when I was in my youth. But we really need to catch back up and we got to have a party over here when our schedule flattens out a little bit. Yeah. Have a big barbecue here and just invite all the outlaws, all the people that we grew up with. Just invite everybody.
I was thinking about that. Once the guest house is finished,
that
would be perfect.
Yeah, once we get the guest house rebuilt, finished. That way, if anybody got sick, tired, or other, they could go over there. I'm big on that and other thing, because I'm always filling out paperwork and it's always asking questions, and I look at the questions, none of it applies to me, and then there's that line, and other.
That's right.
And let's see who else has joined. Ryan Carey has joined. Gavin Williams has joined. Hi, Gavin. He's one of our buddies from the Great White North. I am doing wonderful tonight. Lynn says hello, and we are happy that y'all are tuning in. All right, so now I got something else I need to talk about. I need one. I need one. Okay, this weekend in Tupelo, Mississippi, if you are in the area of the Furniture Mart in Tupelo, Mississippi, get me a natural. If you are in the vicinity of the Tupelo Mart in Tupelo, Mississippi, the Furniture Mart, what do you want me to light this with? You bring me a cigar, you bring me no lighter, you bring me no ashtray. I'm going to do one of those I Dream of Jeannie things and wiggle my nose and make it light.
I'm going to bring you a knife in a minute.
I don't need a knife. Oh, that just sounded weird, didn't it? But anyway, we're going to be at Tupelo Con in Tupelo, Mississippi. Now, my buddy Josh TKO Turner, and that's one of the things I actually did leave up on my notes because I wanted to see the lineup at Tupelo Con. My buddy Josh TKO Turner from The Walking Dead is going to be there. I see that one of my artist friends, Matthew Ashley, is going to be there. Karen Ashley from the Power Rangers is going to be there. Let's see, Josh Grill is a voice actor in a lot of anime comics or TV shows, cartoons. He's going to be there. Let's see, Sam Flegel. I hope I'm Kylie Shemansky. Felix Silla. Felix Silla was one of the Ewoks in Return of the Jedi, and on the original Battlestar Galactica, he was Twiggy, the little silver dude that had a head that it was rounded.
I don't do space. I do scary.
All right. So Felix Silla is going to be there. Jason Narvey, he was I don't know what the hell Jason Narvey was. I think he was he was in the Power Rangers also. Tiffany Grant is a voice actress. She is going to be there. My buddy Josh TKO Turner, and TKO is going to be wrestling while he's there. Now Josh is on Walking Dead. He's one of the saviors, but he is also a professional wrestler. And I know they have several professional wrestlers that are going to be at this event. I got to tell you, one of them is hot.
I don't wrestle.
Oh, she is. I'm hoping that I can get a picture of her with the dragster, of course, So, I mean, I can have.
Tread lightly.
This is a good time for a cigar break. But speaking of cigar breaks, this weekend in Tupelo, Mississippi, we are going to be at other than Tupelo Con. Today, I sent a message to Spring Street Cigars in Tupelo, Mississippi. It's the oldest cigar store in Mississippi. Huge humidor, gorgeous establishment. The pictures I've looked at are just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm sorry. I sent a message to Spring Street just to find out if it would be cool if me and any of these other crazy guys from Tupelo Con came by and checked out the humidor. And I got a wonderful email from John Higgins. Now, John Higgins is the owner of Spring Street Cigars. Did you tag him or tag them in this video when you were setting that up?
I don't think you can do that.
Okay. All right. And he said, we would be very excited to have you, your wife, and any of those insane friends of yours come by the store. I kind of added a little insane friends thing. But we have the best cigar selection in the area, including big ring gauge cigars and a fantastic place to smoke and relax. Look forward to meeting you. So, everybody always looks forward to meeting me when they first meet me. And then they're like, when the hell is he leaving? Do you know? Oh, I appreciate that. You did get me an ashtray. Hand me one of those shiny quarters over there. You got me an ashtray, I'll give you a quarter. But tonight, but we will also be at Spring Street Cigars in Tupelo, Mississippi, the oldest cigar store in Mississippi. Okay, hold on. I've got stuff coming up. I think I hear voices in the background in Lynn's stream last night. Doesn't surprise me at this house. Our house is a little bit engaged. Cole Venning, just FYI, Baton Rouge Raceway is racing Saturday night regular classes with $1,000 to win street stock special. And Waylon will be there.
Yeah.
Waylon is Cole's 8-year-old son who has a dirt cart, and the kid can wheel. Let me tell you, he can wheel. Waylon is the man. Waylon has got an awesome little cart. Waylon wheels it like it's unbelievable. And unlike Waylon's dad, Cole, we haven't powder coated any parts on Waylon's car in 2 seasons, ever. Now, Cole, hey, man, we really need you to get out there. And
well, he just said FYI.
Yeah, he's going to be there. So
see you Tuesday,
we'll
Cole.
see you Tuesday, Cole. And just everybody who watches the show knows that we do the powder coating on Cole's car. So we have been holding the invoices this year. We're not giving Cole's invoices every week when we have to do powder coating on repair work on his car. So we're just letting those invoices build up, and we're lucky to say that our plan at the end of he's got 20 races, 19 more races, and hopefully at the end of those 19 races, when I give Cole his invoice, me and Lynn will be able to go to Disney World.
I love it.
We're looking really forward to that.
Thanks, Cole.
Let's see. Suzanne Jones has joined. Susie and Mike Jones. I love them too. They are partners of ours. They are the drivers and the escorts and the valets of Christine, the movie car, Christine. They have just got back. Cole said that you are hard on him.
I love you, Cole. I gotta love you. I'm going to Disney World.
But anyway, they are the drivers of the Christine car, who Christine was at Daytona International Raceway last week for celebration. It was an exotic car show, which evidently my car wasn't exotic enough to be there. But hey, that's all right. That's all right.
All us goth chicks always catch.
I'm telling you, man, they always, yeah.
Do you need me to relight your cigar?
Would you please relight my cigar? I have been talking so much that my cigar has actually gone out. I got my Periscope cam working out on this little floppy thing. I haven't seen any real derogatory messages. So I appreciate that so far, Periscope. I'm sure somebody will screw that up before long. Cole says, I plan to ruin your Disney plans, getting closer to that win. Well, I didn't say you weren't going to win, Cole. I hope you win. We are looking for you to win all 19 races. Yeah. But I know that somewhere down the road, somebody's going to hit you or you're going to hit something, and you may do a Ricky Bobby and drive across the finish line in reverse. Hey, it's a win.
He's going to win. He's going to bring some trophies home.
As my buddy JJ the Boss says, a chase is a race.
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of fun. That's fun. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Spring Street Cigars. Yeah. I think the coconut moonshine is having an effect on my S's. Because
I think it's the predecessor that's having the effect.
It may be that too.
My mouth is numb.
Yeah, it kind of yeah.
I think that's just 130.
He said it's 130 proof, and when I watched Tickle shake this on the show, oh, you see how fast those bubbles dissipate? Oh, that's at least 130. At least 130.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a little higher.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to bringing it at Spring Street Cigars as well as Tupelo Con in Tupelo, Mississippi this weekend. I think I'll have another shot of the moonshine. Let's see. Do you have a Bugatti? A Bugatti? If you're talking about a Bugatti car, no, that's one that's eluded me over the years. I think they start around $300,000. Lynn won't write a check for that yet.
No, not at all. But we could have a fleet of Camaros for that.
Yeah.
We gotta get the Exorcist.
We could have every one.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
We could for what a Bugatti costs, we could have every Camaro from '67 all the way to now. Yep. With everything. Yep. All models. Yep. RS, SS, Z28, everything.
Yep.
Okay.
I've had that.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. We can do that. I'll work on that.
I've had 7 models.
I've had 3. Ronnie Familera. I had a 67, a 68, and 69. Remember that red? I had Joey Anderson's old car. It was a 69 that was made out of Bondo and shoestrings, chicken wire. I had 67 that I started with, and then we pulled the doors. I had bad doors on it, so we pulled the doors off the 68 and put on the 67. Then we were doing the exhaust system at Votech on my 68, and we caught the back seat on fire. It came out, there was a hole in the floorboard. The torch, when we were welding, caught the back seat on fire, and the Picayune Memorial High School Votech Auto Mechanics Shop had 6 PKP fire extinguishers in them. And between David Cook, Sean Crow, Richard Seal, Mr. Van Slyke, Steve Morgan, and I can't remember who the horse's ass was, but they dumped all 6 of those fire extinguishers in my car to put out a fire the size of the head of this cigar. So 5 months, 5 months after that car had the awesome fire in it that took all of the fire extinguishers in the Picayune High School Vocational Center out. I could still take that car and get out on it. I had to have the windows down because I don't know where that shit came from, but that white powder would for a year after I had that fire, anytime you'd get down on that car, white powder would just pour out of it.
You look like a Coke dealer.
Man.
Running for the
unbelievable. and that stuff is not a real special smell. It's got a little awkward smell to it. So you'd get a big hit of that every now and then, right before class. So let's see. Oh, I see Alan Faulkner has joined. Alan Faulkner is another one of our front engine dragster buddies. We're glad you're tuning in tonight, Alan. Let me check on here. I don't have any more messages on that, so I'm closing this window. Oh, hold on. I may have spoke too soon.
Yes, we're awaiting.
Well, it says loading your next. This computer is slow. This computer is remarkably slow. No events. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Oh, we got the Great American Bracket Race. I got to talk about a little bit. The Great American. I haven't. I got to take a minute to talk about our sponsors. I haven't talked about any of our sponsors tonight.
I think you better get on.
I better get on that. I want to thank some of our wonderful sponsors like Amylay Oil, Renegade Racing Fuel. Racers that win, pour it in. And it's available here at Vampire Chassis and Performance Metal Finishes. I almost forgot the names of the damn businesses. I've had these things 14 years. I forgot the names of the companies. I got late, early set moonshine hammers starting in.
It's Moonshine 30.
It is actually Moonshine 35.
Okay.
But we got Amylay Oil. I'm not going to say that other company because I don't like them.
Okay.
I mean, I'm angry with them. NGK spark plugs, K&N oil filters. ProLube. We got to talk about ProLube. ProLube's unbelievable. ProLube is a little grandfather and grandson company out of Ohio, I think. They make a friction-reducing additive that you add into oil, hydraulic fluid, transmission fluid, and right now I can tell you it's running everything on this property. It is in the Fury Dragster transmission. It is in the Fury Dragster blower. It is in the Fury Dragster engine. It is in the heart of Fury, the Dragster engine. It is in the rear end Fury, the rear end in the Fury Dragster. I think I'll switch to this water for just a minute.
I think so.
It is in the tow truck. It is everywhere. We use it in everything that we have. It is a friction reducer. I use it in my air compressors in the shop, and it's made the temperatures of the air compressors going down when Richard runs them for 6 hours at a time. They're still running cool. So it's a really good product. You can look at our website, check it out. It's ProLube. Check them out. It's a good product. It's reasonably priced. They also make gun cleaning and gun sealants, waxes, oils, gun cleaners, sealants. Check them out, ProLube. Andrew Wireman is the guy over there. Be sure to tell him that you heard it here from Johnny Blender, and you'll get a little discount on what you buy. Give him the discount code WCC. And after all this moonshine I have just drank, I can't remember what the percentage is, but just give him WCC, and he'll take care of you. Trust me.
Racers Direct.
Racers Direct. RacersDirect.net. RJS Equipment. Performance two-way. Seatbelt solution. These guys are great. If you look at Summit and you look at Jegs and you go to those companies to buy your products, do me a favor, check out RacerDirect.net. They've got a lot of products. They've got really good prices on their products. They've got unbelievable pricing on their safety equipment. Check them out. You can use the code WCC. Excuse me. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to give all the companies that we do business with and we have discount codes with, I'm trying to give them all WCC to plug into their computer. Some of them have different amounts, 5%, 10%, 20%, different amounts like that. And we have so many companies that we're working with like that. I forget the number.
Well, I think Racers Direct is WCC 5.
No, it's just WCC, and you get 5% and free shipping. You get 5% off your order and free shipping. And right now, right, and the Racers Direct has a 5-gallon fuel jug that is unbelievable. $24.95. It's 21 something with your WCC discount code and free shipping. So buy 2. 5 gallons. They've got it, and that's the jug with the top, with the pour top on it. Double check in on the pour top. They're excellent. I mean, I've seen the exact same containers for $45, and I've seen them for $45 for the 5-gallon jug and the pour top, just down the street from here.
Yep.
So this is a great offer. $24.95. They've got them in black, white, and red. RacerDirect.net. Be sure to tell them Johnny Blender sent you. WCC for 5% off and free shipping. And there's a line where you can type that. So do that. Check that out. I think that's all of our sponsors. Oh, Surreal Studios and DMM Graphics. How could I forget that?
I don't know.
And you know what? I got to stop about something else real quick. I understand, and I know that you have a new publisher now. Raffaella, before I start that, let me jump in here real quick. Raffaella Tantilla Benson is Charlie Benson's wife, who was at the ADRL Spring Drags last week. And Raffaella also has Tantillo Farms Bakery in Gardner, New York. It's the oldest, or one of the oldest bakeries, 100-year-old bakery over 100 years old in New York. But Raffaella, I wanted to know, instead of wearing one of my Whiskey Cars and Cigars shirts tonight, or one of my Southern Outlaw shirts tonight, I wanted to do, I wore this beautiful white shirt tonight as a, what's the thing? It's not in memorial, but I'm doing I'm doing this for you. I am honoring you with this white shirt tonight, because when you were out there starting and guiding Charlie back and guiding him into the back to the light and everything, you know, we watched this event here at the shop. We watched it at the house. We watched it on the Spring Drags, on the Facebook page and everything. And every time you were out there, I always knew when you were out there, because I could see those white socks that you had on. Yeah. So I'm wearing this white shirt to commemorate your white socks that you were wearing at the ADRL Spring Drags at South Carolina Motorplex. So that is in case anybody.
There's Raffaella.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there she is. Oh. Well, Raffaella, I really appreciate that little update. Raffaella just sent me a message saying that was not socks, that was her northern white legs. So this looks like another good time for moonshine. And a little cigar. What a great cigar. I'm at a loss. I thought that.
I did too. I did too.
I just kind of stepped in it, didn't I?
Well, you should be used to that.
I thought she had socks on.
Me too.
I thought they were like those big tube socks that came up
to your knees.
Oh, well, Raffaella, I've got to tell your husband, Charlie Benson, he's a cheap guy who needs to get you a tanning membership.
All that money.
All that money, he just needs to get a tanning membership.
That's right. Spray it on, girl. Spray it on.
But, oh, man, I kind of feel like a horse's ass.
Oh, you should.
Yeah. Okay, what else can we talk about? Oh, we got the Great American Bracket Race coming up May 24th through 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you won't be getting no more donuts.
I won't be getting any more donuts. But oh, I see that Jamie Began has joined. And Jamie Began, that's funny. I've got Raffaella Tantilla Benson on. I've got Jamie Began on now. Jamie Began was one of the people who was what is the word I'm looking for? She was one of the person that was highly involved in the ADRL, the American Drag Racing League organization, and the setting up of the organization. That's what it was, organization of the Spring Drag. Jamie, I hope that you go back and listen to the earlier part of the show, because we did a really, really good segment on the events at the track, the feedback that we've gotten from people. We are happy to watch the American Drag Racing League grow, and we will continue to promote their events and be a part of their events in the future.
That's right. This is an ADRL house. Thank you very much.
That's right. And this weekend, when if you get out to Tupelo, Mississippi, the Tupelo Con, where the Adrian's Fury Dragster will be, we will be also using an ADRL backdrop for all of the celebrity pictures that we will be taking and all of the pictures, so people know that we are with the American Drag Racing League, and that is the direction that we want to keep our business going.
That's right.
So it'll be really good. But now we've got Jamie on there, and she was now her husband is Ryan Began. That's Jeff's son.
Oh, okay.
So it's a family operation. It's a lot bigger than our family operation, but it's a family operation, and we support those family operations.
That's right.
So yeah, we're
You're in trouble now.
we thank you, Johnny. You are awesome. I'm not as awesome as I am until you meet me. Once you meet me, you're going to change your thoughts. My wife will tell you that. She tells everybody that. But we are looking forward to, and again, we wanted to, this is a good time. I wanted to send out a big shout out to, from the racers that I've heard from, to the people of Orangeburg, South Carolina, and South Carolina Motorplex, from the people that live there to the people that work at the facility. Everybody was top notch, hospitable. That hospitable, Jamie, we've had a few moonshines tonight, so it's kind of giving me a little, I think moonshine causes a speech impediment. But everybody that was there, everybody has talked about how good the town was. And again, I want to mention, let me see what this is. I got to see what it is again. Superior Motors GMC. Jimmy is the guy there, and these are the people that took care of our friend the Bensons. They had a little bit of truck trouble coming all the way down from New York, and these guys got them taken care of, and also showed up the next day to race. She'll drink to that. There we go. You're still drinking that fire water, man. That stuff's way Quavus is trying to kill us. Time to change shirts. Yeah, I think so. I thought it was because of this. I was doing it because of the white socks that she had on. I thought it. I was hoping this was actually white enough to be the color of those white socks. Yeah. I think I was wrong. Yeah. So let's see. But yeah, now that we've talked about donuts, white socks, white legs, the ADRL, Spring Street Cigars, Tupelo Con, I want to get back down to May 24th and 28th, 2018, Memphis International Speedway. The Great American Bracket Race. $50,000 bracket race.
Wow.
Sponsored by Mosier Engineering, Renegade Racing Fuel, a bunch of other people, but those are the two that I have in front of me. I see their logos. Texas, was it East Texas Chassis? They're going to have junior dragsters. They're going to be racing. And this is Britt Cummins' operation. They'll be running Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Britt, that Money Monday thing, he started that this week or 2 days ago in Texas at Ennis. The Money Monday race after the NHRA divisional race, he had everybody hang around and race for more Money Monday.
That's cool.
And he had a good turnout.
Yeah. D.W.
Heron is joined. That's my Uncle Dub. Picayune, Mississippi. D.W., are you still in the hospital? And if you are, I hope you are doing better. Raffaello Tantilla Benson. Absolutely agree with Johnny. Everyone was fantastic. Charlie Benson now is joined. So, it's the American Drag Racing League has gone through a lot of changes, a lot of innovation over the years. Jeff Began is the guy who's got it now, and he's doing a very positive thing with it. He is making it a racers event again instead of a corporate event.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that drew us to it. And now we can do a lot more, and we want to continue. And don't forget to, if you need parts, you can go to racersdirect.net. Use the discount code WCC for 5% off and free shipping on your order. Don't forget about those fuel jugs. Everybody needs fuel jugs. Those things are awesome. $24.95. You can use your WCC code, get 5% off that, free shipping. And I got to tell you, these same fuel jugs, not as good as these because you have to buy the jug and then you have to buy the fuel nozzle. But these are perfect. They're awesome. You can go back and look at any of the last 6, 7 videos where I had the fuel jug in here with me. Unfortunately, I bought a bunch of the fuel jugs, and now I've sold out of them. So I got one left.
You sold my black one?
I've got one black one left. I sold 4 black ones. I sold 4 black ones, 4 white ones.
I need a black one.
We've got one black one left out there, but I can't say it's going to be here when we come back.
Yeah.
Jamie Began said, hey to Charlie Benson and Raffaella. Steve Godwin, the dirty dog, has joined online. Let's see, I'm doing pretty good tonight. I covered that. I can close this.
Okay.
Now, what I was going to talk about earlier.
What?
You have a new publisher.
I do. I swore I'd never do it again, but I found the right company. I'm very happy.
And I got to tell you, I saw the new trailer for the book. Is that a book trailer? What would you call that?
That is the book trailer for the launch of the book. It was freaking incredible.
It's awesome. It is awesome. I mean, the publisher you've had for the last 5 years,
yeah, it's like
never had anything like that. I mean, this, you can almost see the first series of the book in this video.
Yeah.
In this video trailer.
Yeah.
So I think that is going to not only accelerate the book, but some of the early interest that was in the book as a series or a movie, I think this is going to help stoke those fires a little bit.
I think so. That former publisher she was a mess. She really hurt my career.
She was a train wreck. She was a train wreck. I'll say it because that's one thing I've been really good at this week is I've been able to call things exactly the way I see them, whether somebody likes it or not. But yeah, she was a train wreck. And for 5 years, I sat around. I didn't say anything. I
said plenty.
I know, but I didn't want to because I wanted to be supportive.
Well,
but Gavin said, happy with the book company she is with. Yes, she is unbelievably happy.
So.
Wait till y'all see this new video. We will get this thing posted up when it's complete. They said let a rough draft of it today to look at. When this video for the new book trailer is complete, it's going to be, you will be amazed. Bailey Trosclair has joined.
Hey, Bailey. And how'd you like the new cover?
I got to tell you, the new cover of the book is awesome. I've got to get that logo. I've got to get that over to Derek. I have got to have that somewhere on the car.
I don't know where you're going to put it.
I'll put it on top of a hat. I've got to have that logo somewhere on the car.
Is that crazy?
It is unbelievable. But don't forget the new release of the Adrian's trilogy.
Well, volume 1.
It's called Soulmate.
Yeah, we're doing volume 1. We're getting the hard copy out first so I can get some inventory so I can put it in people's hands that want to read it. And there will also be an audio version.
You're going to have audio books with it as well.
They'll be digital and all that stuff. She's taking care of all of
and
that.
if any of you people, I know some of you people who are watching and listening have read some of Lynn's book, but some of you hadn't. Lynn writes vampire erotica.
Well,
this series is vampire erotica. So husbands, buy this wife. If your wife likes to read, buy this book for her, because I will tell you, you will enjoy it.
It does have its little fringe benefits. Yeah,
it does. It's a twister. But the first book and then the second book is Adrian's Fury.
Yeah, well, it's just going to be Fury now.
Oh, it's just Fury?
We're revamping. We're cleaning them up. The books have been reformatted. She has made the interior of the books just beautiful. I'm floored. I am just absolutely amazed with what Pandora's Box has done. And this has just been a matter of a few weeks that I've been with them.
Right.
It'll take a little bit longer for the audio version to come out, and Fury, I'm going through it now to clean up the final draft. She'll reformat it, make it beautiful too, and we'll hopefully have that out within the next 90 days after Soulmate comes back out, and then Legacy. And I'm going to go ahead and give her Wicked Truth.
Oh, you are? You're going to give her that Wicked? Oh, okay.
Yep,
that's
we're
good.
Going to do an audio on it.
That's excellent. Excellent. Yeah. So I'm excited for you.
I'm thrilled.
You've worked so hard on your books. You have been through so many ups and downs, highs and lows. And I did remain supportive and try to be there for you, not be negative. And I am happy that that has all turned a curve,
you are
a corner.
Supportive.
So you've had enough of the downside. Now I wish only for the best.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, that new book, the new release of Soulmate, will be released in the next couple of months.
It will be
next month.
I might have it in my hands by the end of this month.
By the end of this month,
if we can get a physical proof in our hands within the next 10 days, I will have books available in person, and they will also be able to be ordered on Pandora Box's site as well as Amazon. You'll have to wait a little bit longer for the new digital versions, but I'm sure they'll be up shortly thereafter too. And
I want everybody to look. Everybody's listening, watching, following. Share after the show goes off. Whenever, keep looking at the Whiskey Car Cigars page or the Twisted Southern Horror Queen page, Southern Horror Queen, or any of our pages, because soon as the video book trailer is finished, I will have that up, and I really want everyone to look at that and share it. It is unbelievable. The graphic, it is unbelievable. It is a 1:30 movie.
Yeah, it really
I
is.
mean, it is unbelievable.
And I will say this too, all you car guys out there, if you've got footage and pictures and stuff and you would like to do a trailer for your car, she does excellent work. She also does video work on the side, and I have priced all over the planet. Her pricing is incredible for the quality of the product.
The quality work that she does, yeah.
It will blow you away. You get twice the video with twice the graphics in it for a lot less than what all these other guys are asking. So
that's great.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Great. That's great.
Check out that video if you like it. You want to do something.
Yeah, please check out the video and let me know what you think about it. I mean, it's unbelievable. All right, it's 7:55. I see Steve Rose has joined. Gavin said, "I'm going to look for the book." Gavin, the new release, the original book is out there. I would say wait for a couple of weeks and get the new one, because the new one is just it is awesome.
It'll have better pricing on it too.
Yes, it'll have better pricing. You'll also be able to contact Lynn through any of her web pages, Facebook pages, to get, if you want to order one, to get one autographed and sent to you. So yeah, it'll be really, really good. And you know, the cool thing about this is the way that we have been able to take your book series and make the dragster, and then make the dragster and incorporate that into all of the things that we have going on.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And then I'm really excited about the Fury comic book.
Yeah, I know you want to do that. Oh, the book I'm working on.
Right.
Okay.
The
bio in it.
Right.
The actual bio.
The story of yeah. I mean, it's a Stephen King type.
Yeah.
Story that goes with it, but she has written a book for the Fury Dragster, and it's animated, and it's
a little short read.
It's really cool. I mean, just what she read to me was awesome.
That's
good. All right, everybody. Let's see. Steve Rhodes. Steve wants to know if he's in these books. You and Richard are in these books.
No, Steve, it's never a good thing when I put somebody in a book. You are not.
Yeah,
in
usually
a book.
whenever
there are a few people in.
Usually, whenever Lynn puts somebody in a book, good things don't happen to them. Fortunately, I have been out of those books. Yeah. Unfortunately, other family members of mine haven't.
She asked for it.
So, all right, everybody. Let's see. Gavin just said something. I'll wait till the new book. Yes, that's what you want. You want the new book. It's awesome. The cover, the graphics, the inside of the book is just all awesome. There's so much a difference between Pandora's Box Publishing and the yo-yo she was
Donna Inc.
Donna Inc. Publishing. Should have been a dead giveaway. Donna Inc. But all right, everybody, we're going to get out of here at 7:58. I'm cutting all this stuff off. Please share. Please like. Please post, repost, rebroadcast, redefibrillate, and stay away from this Rick Amortis moonshine. That stuff is awesome.
My butt's numb. It's your life, honey.
All right, everybody. Good night. Thanks. See you next week. And don't forget to come see us out at Tupelo Con this weekend in Tupelo, Mississippi. And if you get a chance and you get there a little late, come check out Spring Street Cigars. You might find us there, and you never know who else might be there with me. Maybe some wrestlers, maybe some actors. You just maybe some artists. You never know with me who's going to be hanging around. Yeah. So good night, everybody, and thanks. I'm trying. My butt is numb. Welcome to my world, Periscope.
Did you get hearts?
Yeah, I got hearts.